Hey everyone, welcome. This is Roger Bryan. I recently got asked a question and I'm actually going to read it and talk about it. It is one of the chapters in our upcoming book. It talks a little bit about hiring. It's interesting because I'm going to flip the roles where we're talking about in the book about hiring the right outsourced workers who specialize in the tasks that you need to have done, finding the right person, paying them the right money, keeping them long-term and getting the results from them. So now if we flip this, the question that came in is from an individual who's got a lot of experience trying to figure out how they can leverage the market to earn additional income later in their career. So let me read this. Hey man, I've been going through a bunch of stuff trying to find the right side business, way to make side money with all the free time I have. I work home 3 days a week, and my workload is minimal at best. If you have anything you've been thinking about or need help with, let me know. I need to find something on the side to keep me busy. Been finishing basements with my buddy, making an extra couple grand a month, but is taking too much time away from the family. Need stuff I can work during the week while I'm working my other non-busy job. If not, no worries. Trying to touch base with some folks I know that run things or interested in partnering in a business so that I can take advantage of the SBA loan opportunities for disabled vets. All right. So there's a lot in that. And let's really get back to the crux of what it is. You have an individual, 40-ish, MBA, a long career with the government. So you're educated and skilled. So here's that transition point that a lot of people find themselves in, and they can find themselves in it for multiple reasons. This individual has got a gig, but is looking for a side gig that doesn't take time away from their family, which I can totally appreciate. And I've got some ideas on that. You could also find people in a situation where they may have spent 10 years at a company that gets bought, downsized, closes, whatever happens, and now all of a sudden they're on the market. They've got all of this experience. They used to make a ton of money, but they're having trouble entering the job market based on where they were in their career path. So both individuals kind of approach the market the same way. And the first is you've got to enter the market. It is great to use relational capital and try to start going through your network, but there are other platforms or ways that you can do this. One of the ones that I'm going to recommend is Upwork.com. I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with them. I love them for the fact that we can get on-call people to do things that some of them have been working with us for years. I'm not also a big fan of the way that they handle and manage development. That's a different side story. But I, as a contractor, am on Upwork, and I've built a couple hundred hours on there where I'll take on special projects. What's nice about it is that once you create a profile, you get approved, and it's not as easy as it used to be. They used to approve everyone. Now they approve like 5 to 10% of people that apply, depending on where you're from and what roles you're in. You get your profile in there, and then you can start and you can go look for jobs. There's people posting there's hundreds of thousands of jobs available on there in all different spheres, from web development to data science to I just hired a proofreader for my book and an editor to rewrite the intro. Consultants to work on large scale projects, small scale projects. So you go in, you apply, you get your profile set up, you're now there, you put on your resume, you can maybe take some of their tests. Now, how do you get into the market? Well, it's not super easy because there's going to be people on there with 1,000 hours of experience. They're going to be able to charge a lot more money than you are with 0 hours. You are going to have to sacrifice. For example, the first job that I took was a $10 an hour job. Now that's a fraction of what I would take in a consulting role. Then I went up to $50 an hour, and then I went up to $100 an hour. And now I'm very selective on the projects that I'm going to take at that rate. But I had to do about 100, maybe 200 hours. I'd have to look at exactly how many hours at a very discounted rate in order to start to build up my credibility on the platform. Some people aren't willing to do that while others are. There are also fixed price projects and things. If you know that you have a magic number in your head that you need to make each month, you can go out and specifically find that much work. But it's a good place to get started in the marketplace. Upwork.com. So number one, relational capital. Exactly what this individual is doing is reaching out to me, knowing that I run a business and that I work with a lot of other businesses to see if I can match their skill set with opportunity. That can work sometimes. You have to find the right person at the right time with the right opportunity. That makes it a little bit harder. But if you're continually in the market, you're continually in contact with people, the probability increases that you're gonna find that match. But if you want to take destiny into your own hands, you go onto a platform like Upwork, and there's other platforms out there. Create your apply, create your profile, take a couple of small jobs to get a little bit going, and then grow with it. The economy is shifting. It is the outsourced worker, the gig economy is continuing to grow, and it's forecasted to grow significantly more between 2030 and 2040. It allows individuals to have control, and it allows organizations to limit the liability and the relationship with the employee, unless you live in the state of California, which we won't even get into. But it's good for the economy. It's good for everyone. This individual wants to spend more time with their family, but also needs a gig to add a little bit more income, or wants a gig. Need and want are completely two different things. Wants to add a gig that can add extra income. This is the strategy that I would take. It's a strategy that I do take. When we find ourselves in slow time periods for acquisition of new clients, that's when I go into Upwork. I'll apply for a couple jobs. Maybe we'll find 1 or 2 gigs that'll add some supplemental income into the business if and when it's needed. And then I move on. If I don't want to do it again for a couple months, I don't. If I want to do even more of it, I do more of it. And that's the nice thing about taking destiny into your own hands. Do allow yourselves 30 to 90 days to get up and running. Some people get it depending on your specialty too. If there's a shortage of that type of individual, you may be able to get faster. If you're in a space like search engine optimization like us, it's hyper competitive. You're competing with people from India that want to charge $10 an hour. You're competing with the pros that have been online doing this for years that are charging $250 an hour plus. And it all depends on the clientele that you're working with. It's a good starting base to build that portfolio of revenue, build that portfolio of business, and generate that new revenue stream that you're looking for. So give that a try. Feel free if you have any questions to post them below this video, and I'll be happy to chat with you more. Peace.